Let's go to slide number 1, and we're going to talk a little bit tonight about making a plan for your family. This is particularly an evacuation plan with emphasis on communications. The link here on this slide contains a fillable form for a family plan, which can be emailed to family members or printed as a PDF. Slide number 2. Your family may not be together when a disaster strikes. It is important to know how you will reconnect if you are separated. Make an emergency communications plan for your family. Don't depend on cell phones. They could be without service very quickly. Slide number 3. Decide on who will pick up those at school or work who don't drive themselves. That may be too many stops for one vehicle in an emergency situation. Slide 4. Anyone picking up minors could need ID and pictures of the minor and themselves in order to get them. Laminate and put a family photo on a keychain and in each vehicle. Schools usually have a plan for getting children into their parents' hands. However, if someone has to be picked up from a place where the police are reuniting the family, they will be required to show IDs and a picture of themselves with the minor. Slide number 5. Have a backup person on the school list to pick up the kids if you are too far away to get there or have too many pickups to do at once. Every driver needs to know where to meet the others. Have a plan in advance for at least one meeting place. Keep your tank at least half full so that you can get there and not have to stop for gas. Slide number 7. Have a family member outside the area to whom you can send a message about your status. Let your whole family know who that is. Learn how to send an email with your radio. Then you can email someone outside the area. Or let them know you will post on a message board that you are safe and well. The Marines and the Red Cross are 2 of those, and let the family know which one you will use. Since we are all in the ERC, we likely all have radios and can check in. Other families may not have that ability. Help your ward develop an emergency communications plan. Slide number 8. Have a list of phone numbers written down in each vehicle. Perhaps that could also be attached to the key ring. Slide number 9. Include in each vehicle an emergency pack with medical supplies, medicines, personal care items, food, water, change of clothes, blankets, shelter for each person who would be in that vehicle. Slide number 10. Don't forget insurance papers, pictures of your home and contents, and so on. These could be in a small binder or on a thumb drive in the packs, or attach them to the keychain. Slide 11. Keep some cash in each vehicle for gas and other possible needs. You might think about offering a reward to each team driver who still has this in their vehicle after so many months, and to do some surprise spot checks. And finally, number 12, are there any other thoughts or questions? None heard. I'd just like to share a quick story. We had a family in Denver who made a plan for communications for their family. And they were thinking about, what if they had to evacuate and they didn't have a lot of radio equipment and things like that. And so they came up with a ribbon system. So they would tie a ribbon around the tree. And different colors meant different directions. And they had a different place to go on each compass point. So that if something happened on this side, they could go the other direction and get to a safe place. It was a well-thought-out plan until I went through an evacuation situation myself. Actually, Dale did. And I witnessed it through him. And we saw that once they evacuate, nobody can get back to the house to see what color the ribbon is on the tree. So think about the whole picture. If there's a fire and they evacuate your area. Once you're out, you're out. So have a plan that does not involve going back to the house. And keep your kits in the vehicle, not by the doorstep. We had another family we ran into who left their kits by the doorstep ready to go, but then the smoke got really intense and they left the home for a different community to try to get away from some of the smoke and left their packs by the door. So when they evacuated while they were gone, they couldn't get back to get their packs. So just a few things to think about. Dale ran into another man who had been at work when the evacuation hit, and he had absolutely no idea where his family evacuated to. And so this was, of course, before cell phones anyway. And so if you don't have cell service, you need a plan. With that, are there any questions at this point?
K7CRH.
Go ahead, CRH.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this for quite a bit, actually, because my stake has me doing a presentation soon. And we have a branch in our stake that is ASL, meaning they don't speak. They use sign language. So I was curious if there were any ideas to help those members develop a communications plan.
I know that there are some communications devices that are focused on text messages, and I don't know what they are. Maybe somebody in the area here does.
KI7IQK.
Go ahead, IQK.
So I just switched my cell provider to T-Mobile, and I was able to send texts from Lower Palisades Lake, which is well out of cell coverage, and it worked. KI7IQK.
IQK, did that require a special phone?
Any of the newer phones. So T-Mobile has an agreement with one of the satellite companies, and the Verizon salesman told me that they have it, but you have to go deep into a menu to invoke it. This T-Mobile, it's automatic. This is just the cheapest iPhone that they offer, which now is the 16E, as in Echo, stands for entry level. KI7IQK.
Thanks. Any other ideas?
Kilo Mike 4, Quebec Alpha Alpha.
You had a lot of steam on your signal, so I couldn't hear who that was, but you can come ahead with your comments.
This is Kilo
N7RGW.
here now.
That is much better. RGW, give us just a second, and we'll have this other guy give us his report.
Yes, this is QAA. You probably mentioned this, but would extended family members have a central point to check in to find out what everyone else is doing? You might have people in another state, and they need to know to call whoever it is, you know, in Kentucky as a family bulletin board. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. That was one of the suggestions early on in the presentation, and it is a good one. Go ahead, RGW.
We're investigating a device called Meshtastic, which is a mesh network, license-free, text message only, to see if it would work. Right now it's interesting, let's just say.
Thank you. I was thinking there was one of those that was text only, and that is probably the one that was in my head. So those two possibilities are focused on text in emergency communications. Any others? None heard. With that, I will turn the time back over to KF7BRO. Thank you.